Good evening, folks, and welcome to episode 2 of Uncovering the A.R.C. I'm Nik.
And I'm Steven, and we are
the Autumndale Paranormal Investigation Team. Tonight we are looking into a case that is actually still fresh in town, and based off of one of my favorite subjects, demon possession.
Which to me is foreign, because I am not a religious person whatsoever. So, I'll be looking at this from the aspect of mental illness.
Wait, you believe in ghosts, but you don't believe in demons?
Don't tell me how to live my life.
Tonight's story is touchy and tragic. It starts off with a 33-year-old Phillip Morris. He owned the only music studio in town and the producer to some of the hottest local acts. He was heavily involved in the nightclub scene, doing charity work and donating over $200,000 a year to the Autumndale Catholic Boys' Home, as well as helping restore some of the oldest buildings in town.
What some people don't know is he also battled with severe anxiety and took medications for his manic depressive disorder. He had a rough childhood growing up with his mother, who worked 3 jobs just to keep afloat, so he would spend most of his time either with a babysitter or, once he reached the age of 13, alone.
August of 2016, his girlfriend of 4 years and his mother started to see changes in him. He was sleeping a lot less, constantly writing in his journal, and complaining about a demon that wouldn't leave him alone. He got progressively more sick and violent, as his girlfriend would say, going from daily calls with his mother to maybe call once a week.
Tonight, we will interview both his mother and his girlfriend, take a look at some of the pages written from the journal he wrote in his last few days alive, and do an EVP session in the actual house where Phillip, or the demon, took his life.
So because of the global pandemic that we are in, we are going to be doing all of our interviews via Skype so that we can maintain social distancing. Good evening, Shannon. Thank you for joining us.
Hey. No, thank you. I'm glad I finally get to tell Phillip's story.
So let's jump right into it. How long were you with Phillip until you knew about his mental illnesses?
Right off the bat, he told me everything, and we trusted each other fully. He'd have his ups and downs, but never like his last few weeks.
So do you believe that this could actually be the work of something supernatural?
Oh, 100%. I don't even like to say the demon's name.
You mean Linguini?
Lombardi?
You mean Lingardi?
It's great to see you, Mrs. Morris. I know that this is still a very difficult subject for you to talk about.
I'm fine, thank you. I know something had to be going on because my son was never like this.
Now, reading from the journal, the demon apparently had told Phillip that your cancer had come back. Is there truth to that?
Well, yes, but how he knew that, I have no idea. I never told him, which even further makes me believe something was wrong. Even though the doctor said that it would only take a few more treatments to put me back in remission, Phillip was too upset to even talk about it.
So he didn't get a chance to know you were going to be okay, just that you were sick again.
Yes. He used to call me every day and talk. But those last few weeks, I barely heard from him. But when I did, it was short and full of anger and tears.
So, according to his journal, the demon said that you were cheating on him. Is there truth to this?
No, none whatsoever. Phillip was never a jealous person. I did travel for work. The last time I saw him, we had an argument. I told him that my boss and I had a 3-day conference in Vegas that upcoming weekend, which for the first time, he accused me of something. He said he had reoccurring dreams where I was in a hotel with a man, having sex, trash-talking him, which is completely crazy. In his journal, he said that the demon told him my boss was a man, when in fact, she was a happily married woman of 56.
The last time he called me, he was in tears, making absolutely no sense. He would go from talking about the Old Testament and the Bible to screaming and cursing about life. In all his 33 years, even at his worst, he's never talked to me like that. Where he got a shotgun, I'll never know. But I hate whoever gave it to him.
Join us when we come back as we do a live EVP session in the actual house where Phillip met his demise.
Welcome back. We are now at the actual house where Phillip fought his last fight. In just a moment, we're going to enter the home and sit where he shot himself and read the final pages of his journal. After that, we're going to conduct an EVP session.
I have to say, even though I'm a skeptic, I'm kind of uncomfortable.
You sure you're going to be okay with this?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's do this. So this is the place, huh? What up, fellow buddy? Oh, this is where it happened? Oh, if I lived here, I would have killed myself too.
Really?
What?
We'd like to take a second to thank the owners of this house for letting us be here and filming today. Nobody has lived on the premises since Phillip's death. Steve, you want to do the honors of reading the last journal entries?
Sure. Let's dive in.
Well, this is it. The last time I slept, which feels like so long ago, he revealed himself to me. I wake up and I was strapped down, and the flames were so high and so hot. He appeared to me this time, in a long robe, his fingers still long and sharp, but his face, so horrid, rows of huge needle-sharp teeth, the eyes of the most abused mangy cat you've ever seen, but his nose like that of a viper. He explained to me that what I had signed had nothing to do with my happiness, but more to do with his. He said he's not going to stop until he collects my soul. Even now that I'm awake, I see him in every reflection. I see shadows of huge creatures stalking outside my house. The guttural roars and screeches from every corner of my home. It's breaking me down. The laughing doesn't stop. He tricked me. He tricked me. He tricked me. A lot of times.
Apparently he's been tricked.
And those were the last words that Phillip ever wrote. Now we're getting ready to go dark to conduct an EVP session.
I'm believing myself.
Okay. Camera is on. EVP is recording. Just kind of keep sound to a minimum.
Well, it's kind of hard with this thing.
Well, try to keep your sound to a minimum then.
You got it, Nick.
Is there anybody here that would like to speak with us? Are you fucking kidding me?
Sorry, man.
Okay. Is there anybody here that would like to speak with us? Can you not? You guys are not being professional. Phillip, are you here? Can you come speak into this little black box that I have in my hand? You can see the red light. Can you tell us how you died? Was it because of a demon? If it was a demon, can you tell me the name? Just talk right here into this little red light. Do you have any questions you want to ask Phillip without blinding me?
Yeah, why'd you pick such a shitty house?
Not the question I was looking for.
How'd the lead taste?
Oh my god. Steve, really?
You asked, Nick.
That,
I know it.
we're supposed to be, polite. We're looking for answers to things, right?
Where's the ashtray?
I don't know where the ashtray is. Phillip, please excuse my ass. My ass. His ass. Somebody's ass. No, he already excused his ass. Right in my eyes. Phillip, can you hear us? Stop moving around. I can't tell if you hear us. Like that.
I didn't hear nothing.
Phillip, I can see the couch that you shot yourself on. Can you possibly show yourself maybe? Make a noise? Say something? Anything? You getting anything on camera?
Maybe. Dust. Or worms. It's up to you. I guess we'll know in post, really. Ceiling? Ghosts can fly, right?
Yeah. Why don't you take a temperature reading? Let me know what it says.
Think somewhere. Yeah, let's go lights out and then find everything.
Yeah, I probably should have had it on before we did that. Give us just 1 second, Phillip. There should be a button on it that'll turn the light on.
Just press the buttons at this point, Nick. Pressing buttons like I'm pressing yours.
Well, there's
Hold
only
on.
like 4 buttons on there.
Well, the 4 buttons.
Please don't light that equipment on fire. I just bought it.
I'm lighting it near it. $74.
Okay, so that's about even keel. You can check it out. Look around here and see if there's any cool spots.
We don't do Celsius here.
Okay, so this is something that I created and I'm like super excited to show you.
What in the world?
Okay, so this is a modified spirit box. Okay.
There's spirits in there?
No, there's not spirits in the box, Steve. There's spirits in the room, and the box will be able to pick it up. So basically, the science behind it, I guess if you want to say that, is that it'll scan through radio frequencies, AM, FM, and it'll give spirits the ability to pick up bits and pieces of sound, possibly words, things like that, and be able to communicate with us. That
Grandma does the same thing in the nursing home.
Yeah. Okay. Can we be serious about this? Let's just,
Okay.
just a little bit. Okay.
Box. Got it.
I gotta play with it though and try to get it going. Having a little bit of issues here and there, but should be fine.
Got a real life Doc Brown over here.
Yeah,
The flux capacitor going into it. Don't sue me, Universal.
All right. Okay, so we're gonna try to use this modified spirit box to contact the demon, since we're not getting a whole lot of physical activity from Phillip. So I feel like we usually have an easier time contacting through these sort of things. So we'll go ahead and set that up.
I'll take your word for it.
And I've got EVP rolling on top of that, so let's see. Okay. Lombardi, are you here? Is that a yes?
What up, Linguini?
Piss off a demon. That's what you're looking to do tonight.
We'll
Piss
try.
off a demon. Yes, apparently he agrees with you. Was it you that killed Phillip? Did he actually kill himself, or was it you that pulled the trigger?
Gotta say, it's kind of making me feel weird.
It's kind of like a heaviness. What was that? If you can speak through this box, that would be great. We just want to know more about what happened to Phillip. What about him?
I didn't upset you, did I?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Lombardi, are you actually a demon?
Does it make you upset we're in this house right now?
Do you want us to get out? You feel like the temperature just dropped?
Yeah, kind of cold.
Lombardi, is that you? Are you in the room with us? Can you show us you're here by tapping Bob on the shoulder?
Why you gotta tap me on the shoulder?
Because you're the camera guy. You're gonna ask a few questions? Got me that I haven't asked yet.
How do you feel about Subway sandwiches going from $6 back up?
It's not.
That's bullshit.
I didn't ask you, Bob.
Sorry.
Talking about Subway sandwiches. Please, be professional. Demons. Demons.
How's hell this time of year?
We're not gonna get a lot of response. Reacting. If there's anybody here that would like to say something, to give us any last minute information, now is your time to do that. What the hell are you doing?
Hunger strikes.
Right now.
Anytime.
Right now, while I'm doing this, and you're just crinkling away in the corner.
There's a thing called post.
Nor the crinkly sounds.
You want one?
No, I'm good. I think so.
Plenty of blues?
No.
More for me?
Looking back at the footage, we found a few EVPs. You decide what they say.
Phillip, can you hear us? Hear us? Hear us?
During the spirit box session, we think we picked up a message from the demon that killed Phillip.
Was it you that killed Phillip?
Clear as day, you can see eyes glowing behind us.
Gotta say, it's kind of making me feel weird.
This one's my personal favorite.
Is there anybody here that would like to speak with us? I say we got some pretty fantastic evidence last night.
If you ask me, some of it was just booty. Join us on our next episode. Until then, question everything.
And we'll see you in the dark.